tester that you're not connected. Your goal is to demonstrate to the road tester that you're ready to drive and you're ready to pass. Whenever you're backing up or reversing, you have to look left and right. Yes, we have the backup camera, but that's not what it's all about. It's truly about safety. And as I'm backing up, I really need to master skill sets of looking left and right. Now I'm going to turn the wheel all the way to the right. The rear will go to the right. The front will swing out to the left. And yes, I'm turning hand over hand. There are two main ways to drive on your test. You're going to be turning hand over hand or hand to hand. So I'm going to demonstrate this, help you learn how to pass. We're going to be making a right turn up here at the corner. My blinkers are 100 feet or half a block. So I'm going to go into my turn slow, squeeze my brake, and be patient. I'm looking where I'm going, and I'm going to turn in real easy. They want to see if you're going to understand the dangers of driving in a residential. The speed limit is 25. In some cases, I would drive around 23 or 24. You see the car coming in really wide, sloppy. Don't be sloppy. We want to stop, pause, and deliberately look left, right, left. You should be doing this anyway. Okay, I'm going to be making a right turn. I'm looking straight down the street. A lot of beginners will look down at the speedometer. If you're looking down the speedometer, you're not looking at the road. That could be deemed a dangerous maneuver. We're all human. Road testers are human. They're moms, they're dads. They work for the state. They work for the county. They are looking for consistency. They're not looking for you to be perfect. They're looking for consistency. So as you drive through the neighborhood, we're going to look at some other common dangers. So whenever we go down to the end of the block, whether it's going to the main thoroughfare, away from the main thoroughfare, we're just taking our time. We're being patient. Now you turn on your blinker. In this case, we're going to be making a left turn, and you start squeezing the brake before you get here. We want to stop. S-T-O-P. The principles arise. You look left, right, left. Now we want to move forward. It's called showing the car. And then I'm going left, so you'll see me looking to the left. And now we're going to come up to the stop sign, and we're going to stop. S-T-O-P. We stop. Now let's go ahead and move forward. And I'm going to make a right turn. Now we have pedestrians walking. We have cars. We're going to take you through a more advanced training to really get you prepared. And we're going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. Now I see a car coming. I see some triangles out on the ground. I'm looking ahead. I'm going to let this vehicle go first. I'm looking. I'm being patient. And, oh, there's another vehicle coming. I'm going to go ahead and let them go by. I waved. And then they're getting roof work done, so we got to be really careful. And then I'm going to make a left turn, and I'm going to continue, right? We want to watch for nails and other hazardous materials. Okay, let's go around to the right. R-I-G-H-T. This is so real. We have people working on landscaping, cutting grass. They're not paying attention. We need to be careful. We want to look around the curve to the left, and this is more advanced. And we want to come up and stop. S-T-O-P, and have a complete stop. Now, we're going to look to the right, and I'm looking to the right, and I'm turning, going into my turn. Now, let's go ahead and do a parallel park. I want to walk it like I talk it. Okay, I'm by this 1500 F-150. Use this F-150. I'm going to turn the wheel all the way to the right. I'm going to show you. I'm looking to the right. Now I'm going to turn the wheel back all the way to the left. I turn that wheel. Now I'm going to show you because I have to show you to model. And then, bam, I'm in. Okay? You need to be able to do a parallel park quickly and efficiently. In downtown areas, you may have 7, 10, 12 seconds. Okay, we're going to turn our left turn signal. Look over our shoulder. And I'm going to turn back, hand over hand. We want to have good steering. All right, I'm gonna come up and make a left turn. We wanna stop. I'm gonna pause. We're looking left, right, left, and then I'm gonna continue. We wanna stay to the right, R-I-G-H-T, the right side of the road. I'm looking around the curve for kids, people, delivery trucks, just being that all-around good defensive driver. If you have a good defensive driver mindset, most likely you'll pass the test. As an instructor, when I put together these master classes for you, I'm focusing you on your road test. I'm focusing you on calm driving. I'm focusing you on passing the test. I've observed many students panic, fail. I don't want you to fail. I want you to think for a moment. The overall goal here is for you to get your license, to pass your road test. If the algorithm is pushing this out to you, you've been identified as a person who wants to do their road test. I'm going to go around to the left, and I'm going to continue. And this is another great area. We're going to go into this little cul-de-sac, this little circle road here. Got some pine trees here. And this will focus you on steering. I'm going to show you this. I'm looking to my left. Look where you want to go. A lot of beginners don't look where they want to go. I want to see you turning. I want to see you looking. I want to see great speed control. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. How are you, E? Thank you for taking time to be here. I really appreciate you coming in. I see the person and I'm looking. So we're driving through a really road test type prep area. Thank you, E. I have a complete stop. Now I'm going to make a left turn. I appreciate you. And we're going to continue driving through, being patient, looking where we want to go. And I want to make this the best for all of you. You're going to come up to a stop sign. And we're going to stop. S-T-O-P. We stop. We look left and right. Looking left and right. And then let's go ahead and make a right turn. And we want to be patient. I think being patient for the good job, being patient for trying to find the right car, being patient to test prep for your road test. Look, guys, you're either going to pass or fail. And I want you to pass. And you're going to pass through observing and watching these videos. You need to observe everything I'm doing. And I'm going to show you. Okay, we're going to come up and stop at the stop sign. Squeeze your brakes, have a complete stop. Build habits here in your practice session. I'm looking left and right. I'm going to make my turn. I'm looking down the street. This is a very narrow roadway. Okay. See some beautiful cars here. We're just driving around, staying focused, and we want to keep moving. Now I'm looking down and around the curve. We want to be patient and really manage our emotions. You will be stressed. It will be tense, but just take a moment and breathe. You will be fine. And I'm scanning. You see the people putting a roof on. We want to be careful. Nails on the ground. We're going to drive to the opposite side of the road. And then I'm going to come up here and stop. S-T-O-P. And I'm going to look left, right, left. I'm going to continue. The goal of this video is for you specifically to feel comfortable, to feel confident, and have a complete stop. And again, looking left and right. And I'm going to continue. Sorry about the bumps. Now, in some communities, you're going to have the portable radar. This is here to the left. And it's a courtesy for police departments to put this in their community. We're focusing on really consistent turns. And if you drive enough in your neighborhood, you're going to start developing good turns, good speed control, consistency. Okay? Now, we're going to merge on the expressway. I want to show you what that means. We're going to come up. There's no stop sign here. Someone knocked down the sign. But we have to go up. The stop sign would be right about here. We stop. We're going to look left, clear, right, clear, left. Okay, turn in the nearest lane. Okay, turn right in the nearest lane. Okay, now we're going to get over one lane to the left, looking over our left shoulder. Okay, speed's looking pretty good. There's my brother and fellow student driver, right? We're trying to be consistent, be our best. And then we want to stop at the stop line. Every single point counts. And the reason you're watching this, and I've observed students pass and fail by 1 point. You go over the stop line, you fail by 1. You stay behind it, you pass by 1. But with this tutorial, this masterclass, you're going to get enough points to pass and have some points left as extra. Okay, we're going to turn on our left turn signal. We're waiting for the line to be broken. This is where we merge in. We're going to yield for traffic. We want to wait. We're behind the stop line. We see traffic to the right. We're waiting for these cars. Remember, your road tester will not tell you when to go. You need to make your own decision. Clear, roll forward, make our left turn. Now, this is where a lot of beginners struggle. My daughter lost a few points here. Okay, we want to start accelerating up. You hear the motor picking up. We're talking about a 4,000 RPM merge. Mirror, turn signal, blind spot, 4,000. Got it. Man, that was good. Okay, so we're merged out, about 65 miles an hour, speed limit 70. You're going to be in the first lane to the right. They're going to get you on the expressway, off the expressway. We're going to continue staying focused, staying consistent. Typically, we want to get in the middle lane. That's the smooth lane, safe lane. So we're going to keep moving. We're going to get off at the exit coming up. We're going to stay consistent on our speed. They're looking for you to have your hands to 10 and 2 or 9 and 3. That's showing that you can merge on, merge off. The wind is bright. Okay, our foot's off the gas. We're looking up and around the curve. I like to look for backups, lane reductions, and we do have construction. All right. We're at about 35 right now. And we need to make a left turn. Okay. And we want to see the rear of the tires on the ground. Try not to slam the brake. Okay, we see the rear tires. We're behind this black vehicle. And I'm looking. Construction is always going on across the country. And great teachable point E, we want to be aware of construction workers is 45 unless noted. And also more states are talking about the move over law. If you can move over because construction or emergency vehicle or first responders, you should do that. Literally, they are failing drivers for not following that guideline because safety it's no accident. We don't want to hit a road worker or a construction worker, okay? So it's always going on, and I do want to show you this, okay? So this could add another 10 to 15 minutes to your test. Our left blinker's on. Going to move forward. We're just waiting. No hurry. And we're going to move up. Our light's still green. That red arrow threw me for a second. And I'm going to make my turn. Okay. And then we're going to practice getting back on the expressway so you know exactly what to do. So I'm going to turn on my right turn signal up. We want 94 going west. And this is a clover leaf. Thank goodness. Oh, that construction traffic. Ooh. And we're going to follow the road around. You have to stay between the yellow and white lines. If you go over the white line, that's a point deduction. You go over the left, point deduction. Both could be considered a dangerous maneuver. And I'm going around a curve. And this is another good merge. Here we go. I just lost a point. Now I'm picking up speed. And this is where anxiety could set in. We are in the lane to the right by this semi-truck. What I'm going to do is just lift my foot, leave room, and not panic. Okay? If you can master this, you will pass. This is okay, but we're really close together. Too close. Okay? So I'm just going to take my time. You're consistent. You'll earn a higher grade, less deductions. Just trying to be consistent. We're at 60 right now. The speed limit 70. We're fine. We do not want to tailgate the semi-truck. I have to let you know, yesterday we saw an elderly gentleman rear-end a semi-truck. There was an accident. A woman rear-ended him. So my advice to you, what I've observed, allow the semi-trucks to have more room. 4 cars, 6 cars. Take your time. Don't tailgate semi-trucks. Leave them alone. Get out of their no zones as soon as possible. So I am increasing my following distance. Notice the language I'm using. Increase, decrease. You will be nervous. We're turning on our right turn signal. I'm going to go over my shoulder. I'm going to come up and I'm going to follow the curve around to the right. There are chevron alignment signs. And now we're going to the left. So the chevron alignment signs are on the right. They're always opposite direction of the curve. Squeeze your brake. Don't go in fast. Okay, turning on right turn signal. I'm going into the first lane. I'm looking. You gotta look. If you don't look, you're going to get a minus. Okay, we're going to continue straight. Speed limit here is 50. Find that speed limit as quickly as possible. I want you to take this process step by step by step. I've observed many drivers losing points or failing in the end. I don't want this to happen to you. So we're going to show you how to avoid this. We have to come up and stop. If you just blow this stop sign, this is automatic failure. So we're going to stop. S-T-O-P. I'm looking to the left. I'm waiting. There are cars coming. We're not going to just pull out in front of cars. There's a lot of traffic here. So we're behind the stop line. We will have a green in a moment. I can turn around if I want. I'm going to move up. It's called showing the car. I'm not going to pull out in front of traffic. I'm treating this just like we're on our test. Hesitant driver. We're just waiting. Because if I pull out in front of cars, I may have to hit the gas really hard. That could be deemed a dangerous maneuver. There's my green arrow. I was patient enough. You will be patient enough. Go into the first lane. I've had students go over the white line. That is a dangerous maneuver. You have to visualize success. You have to visualize consistency. I need all of you to think about what do we need to do, because I'm here with you. You're not alone. I don't ever want you to feel alone. Students not using blinkers. We're making a lane change to left, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. That's what a smooth lane change feels like, looks like. John, I need you to have consistent speed control. Shaquavia, stay at or near the speed limit. Pierre, the light's red, your foot's off the gas. We want to start squeezing the brake, and you want to stop behind the stop line. L-I-N-E. We've stopped. You can't wait to sign up for your road test. It has to be now. I made this video to create a sense of urgency. And because I'm an instructor, you're getting exclusive information to show you the way to pass the test. We're going to get right up to about 50. We're not worried about the gray car. We see the white vehicle. We're focusing on us. I need you to focus on yourself. As simple as 1, 2, and 3. 1, you have all your paperwork. 2, you make sure your car is legal, no cracked windshield, quarter of a tank of gas. And 3, you make your appointment with your road tester and you look at these videos before you take your test. This will calm you down. I'm off the gas. We're cruising right now. Now I'm going to squeeze the brake and you're going to see the car gradually slow down. Three weeks ago, I had a 24-year-old student who, when we showed up at the state examiner, they were panicking, they were breathing hard, they were literally just crying and shaking. I said, "What is wrong?" "I'm just so nervous." I said, "You're going to be fine. Believe in what we're doing." Gave them a fist pound, and then we got in and they passed their test. And we're going to see the rear of the tires on the ground. Consistency. If you have to set a goal for yourself, I want to learn how to drive before August. I want to have my license before September. I will work for 30 days. I will watch the Masterclass videos. We're scanning the area. We're being patient, being consistent. I'm signaling my intention because I need to get into the shared left turn lane. I'm squeezing my brakes. I'm going to wait for these two vehicles. And then I make my turn. And now there's construction. So this is real life. We're going to have to drive in a different area. So I'm turning on my right turn signal. We're going into a parking lot. This is real. All right, I'm turning hand over hand. And we might as well do some parking maneuvers. Okay, I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. I'm turning and I'm going to get into the parking spot, and I turned out. We're not done yet. We're going to do some other stall parking. We're going to focus on consistent, safe driving. We always want to be consistent. I'm taking my time because I really want you to understand the system, the practice, and the clarity you need to have. We're not rushing. It's you and me. No one else. You're here in this driver's seat. I'm just narrating and showing you what to do because I'm a state certified driving instructor. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste mine. If you were doing a tutorial and you were watching this at this masterclass just like me, I would pause. I would write down information, and I would ask questions because I want to pass my test. I don't want to have to rely on my mom or my dad or my cousins. I want to be able to go get a job. If I want to stay out late, if I want to come in early, if I want to go out of town, I don't want someone's permission. Because you have put in work, you just tell people, hey, I'm going to Chicago. I'll be back on Sunday. I'll be taking I-94. Here's the hotel I'm staying at. We're going to go on the Michigan Mile. We're going to go have some food. I'm going to meet some friends. And then, Mom, Dad, I'm getting back on the road by 5. So at least my parents know. You have to plan. I plan this. We're in a parking lot. I want to focus on good parking. Cars are speeding in. They're speeding out. I need to look around me. This is the most dangerous time for pedestrians. This is the most dangerous time for cars. People are backing in and pulling out. I've observed drivers not being consistent in parking. That burgundy vehicle ahead of us, they're on the line. Not satisfactory. Take pride in your parking. You can't wait. You have to learn how to drive now. Lean on me. Ask questions. I need you to be successful. Yes, John, this is correct. You need to be 18 and up. You need to have an adult 21 to verify your driving. I've observed people, there's a car coming behind us. You're going to hear the parking indicator go off. If you don't look, you've just gotten hit. So I'm looking left. I'm looking right. I'm turning the wheel to the left. The rear goes to the left. The front swings out to the right. Obviously, we're in an area where people go shopping. Another great area to work on blinkers and turning and parking and yielding to pedestrians. These are the areas I go and take my students. So you understand about safety. I see 2 pedestrians to my left. I'm going to let them cross my face. You'll see them as I turn, right? We're just being careful. Safety is no accident. No parking fire lane. You can't park here. You have to find peace and solitude in working in these areas. There's a person pushing a basket. I'm going to let them go through. It's covering my brake. I'm going to proceed through. I'm looking left and right because delivery trucks will speed through here. People don't stop at stop signs. You're foolish if you think they're going to stop. Turning on my left turn signal, I'm going to come up and stop. What am I doing? I'm looking left, right, left. When I turn, I want to be on the right side of the road. They have a stop sign. I have a stop sign. I'm going to come up and stop. S-T-O-P. I'm going to make my right turn. And just taking pride. Taking pride in your parking and turning and scanning. We're going to be making a right turn. I'm scanning. I'm going to come up. And I'm going to yield. Okay, I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm looking, I'm checking. I'm going to make a right turn. I want to be really careful. I'm going to turn back out. There's pedestrians here. They're walking. They're carrying supplies and materials. I just want to go slow. I'm going to stop and pause for a second. I'm going to proceed through. I see another person. He's got his vest on. I'm just going to wait. Okay, he's turning in real tight, getting those baskets. I'm going to continue. People don't want to come in these areas because they have to stop. They have to look. They have to make decisions. I'm taking you here. I've observed drivers just running across, not stopping, not yielding. It is very, very, very dangerous. Okay, I'm making a right turn. I'm going to come up. And steering is so important. I like to park down on the end so people won't hit our car, ding our door. You get a little exercise. Notice I'm on the middle right, R-I-G-H-T side. I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. We're going to park down at the last spot, S-P-O-T. And I'm in there. This is a narrow spot. Let's review what we went over. Number one, the following dangerous driving maneuvers will result in an automatic failure. Teacher intervenes while the vehicle's in motion. You hit a curb. You sideswipe a vehicle. Automatic failure. Disobeys regulatory signs or signals. Stop sign. Minimum 3-second stop. 1001, 1002, 1003. Speeding 10 or more over the limit. We don't even want to go there. We want to stay consistent on our speed control. Dangerous maneuvers. Blowing through a parking lot, going fast in a neighborhood, going over the speed on the highway, not yielding at a roundabout. Strikes another object, a curb, a basket, a semi-truck, heaven forbid. Failure to yield. We have to yield and slow down. We're looking for pedestrians. Pedestrians are the most vulnerable. Elderly are the most vulnerable. Kids are the most vulnerable. Stopping and starting. Pre-driving checks. When I first started, I put on my seatbelt. I adjusted my mirror. I walked around the vehicle, make sure nothing is leaking. No gas, no fuel, no oil. We have a fourth of a tank of fuel. I have the registration. I have insurance. I have my permit. Smooth stops. We want to stop completely for 3 seconds. Controlled emergency braking. If a kid came out, an animal came out, we don't want to veer for the deer. Backing up straight. You saw me go in reverse. If we're backing up, we look over our right shoulder, we look over our left shoulder. Yes, we have the backup camera, but you can't always rely on your backup camera. And in some cases, they won't let you use the backup camera. Next, searching mirrors over shoulders and select the best target. Backing in, parking, three-point turnarounds. They're all challenging maneuvers, but you have to be able to execute these. Let's talk about visual skills. Identify its target. A person walking, a semi-truck coming, a person on a bike, a pedestrian walking. Searches 15 to 20 seconds ahead. When we're on the expressway, I'm looking ahead as far as possible. There's a semi-truck. There's a red car. There's a pickup truck. We have to look to identify. Turns head prior to turning. If we're making a right, I'm turning my head to the right. If we're making a left, I'm turning my head to the left. Don't be scared to turn your head. A lot of beginners don't turn their head. Able to judge stopping and adequate following distance. This is where some of you will struggle because you haven't been in a car long enough. You might be too close to the car. You might be too far away. You want to be a minimum of 3 seconds away from your vehicle. How do you know you're 3 seconds? It's a car length for every 10 miles an hour. If you're at 30, you need to be 3 car lengths. If you're at 40, you need to be 4 car lengths. You pick a stationary object, a tree, a sign, a building. Once the car ahead of you passes it, you start counting. 0, 1001, 1002, 1003, you're 3 seconds away. Let's talk about steering. What I used is a 10 and 2 or a 8 and 4. Let me start over. An 8 and 4 or a 9 and 3. I'm looking at the actual test right now because I need all of you to pass your test. And I want to hear your success stories. Use hand over hand when appropriate. If we're reverse parallel parking, we're using hand over hand. If we're backing into a driveway, we're using hand over hand. If you're going around a roundabout or a curve, you are hand to hand. Turnabouts, minimum of 2 left and 2 right, and 1 turnabout. I'm looking at the state examination right now because I'm a state certified driving instructor. In this masterclass, you're going to get exclusive content. If this is bringing you value, you need to hit subscribe. You need to be coming on the live. You need to be leaving comments. So you have to do 2 lefts. We made 2 lefts. We've made 2 rights. We went through a smaller roundabout. Do you select the best lane? Turn into the nearest lane. Next, do you check traffic and signal? 100 feet or a half a block. Do you verbalize gaps for maneuvers? Are you just pulling out in front of traffic? Or are you making a smart decision? Because if you pull out in front of traffic and it's a small gap, that could be deemed as a dangerous maneuver. Let's see if this car is going to stop. Nope. Let's see if this vehicle's going to stop. Nope. Let's see if this vehicle's going to stop. No. What is separating you from them? How will you improve? You're going to improve by listening to me. You're going to improve by looking at this video, analyzing the information. I improve by setting high standards for myself, having the state examination guidelines in front of me, clearly explaining these to you to build value. Next, do you complete the turn in the proper lane? If you're making a right turn, turn in the nearest lane, that's to the curb. If you're in the middle lane making a right turn, you stay in that middle lane. If you are making a left turn and it's a triple left turn lane, if you're in the inside left turn lane by the double yellow, you stay in that lane. If you're in the middle left turn lane, you stay in that lane. If you're in the nearest lane and you're making a left turn lane, you stay in the lane. That's an easy way to fail. I need you to stay consistent. I need you to lock in and subscribe. I'm a 24 plus year veteran of teaching teens and adults how to drive. We're doing the Masterclass content exclusively for people who really want to sit down in front of their TV, in front of their smart device, to rewind elements and look through. So when you take your test, it's in your mind. You've observed people not stopping. Let's look at this vehicle right now. This vehicle did not stop. They're going straight through. Just pause for a second. I need you to understand the goals that I'm trying to do. I'm taking time. You're taking time. I want to bring you value. I want you to feel like you learned something. You have to have a workflow. Write down what you want to accomplish today. I set up everything, microphone, charged the phone, paused, reversed out, looked right, looked left, consistently used my blinker. At stop signs, I could have blown through those stop signs, but I want to build consistency because you will start stopping automatically, and one day you're going to save a kid's life or not get the ticket. We're building muscle memory. Let's see if this car is going to stop. No. Just pause for a second. Don't get sloppy in your driving. Take pride in parking. Let's see if this white vehicle is going to stop. No. Take pride. Let's see if this burgundy vehicle is going to stop. No. They did use a blinker, but they did not stop. You have observed, we have observed cars with no blinker, do not stop, cutting off. If you want to be that top 2, 3, 1%, put on your seatbelt. Use your blinker. Have great speed control. Take pride in your parking. I'm showing you this. We're in the line. We're not like the burgundy truck that's ahead of us. Take pride. Because you don't know who's watching you, and we can be better. We have to be better. John, that is correct. You want to be within the speed limit. You do not want to go over the speed limit. You want to be consistent. They are still yellow lights. And if it's safe to stop safely in 3 seconds, 1001, 1002, 1003, you need to make an attempt to squeeze your brake and stop. I need all of you to understand that it's a goal that all of you need to accept. Accept the goal, accept the challenge. You have the ability, and let's see if this vehicle is going to stop. No. And no blinker. If we were walking, that would not have been healthy for us because we're confused. That is correct, Ann.